Hi, I'm Thomas, a.k.a. MrWartburg, and this is the 30th episode of the MrWartburg Show. Not like last week, which was number 29, but I said 30? My bad. Have a colorful cast of people for tonight's, or today's, or this morning's, whenever you're watching this episode. I'm going to be talking about a little bit of an RTX wrap-up with the full cast. I may shoot one with Chris on the way back, but we'll see. Probably not. I don't want to unpack this again when we get up to Kansas City. So it is July 4th. It is evening. We're about to cook an awesome dinner that guy is going to help cook.
He killed it himself.
Yeah.
I have proof.
Yeah, there's video proof, and I'll probably get some, and we'll be like, yo, not for the squeamish. So, like I said, RTX is done. You guys, we've been pretty much doing a little bit of everything around Austin, especially today. Like, we went to Gus's Fried Chicken today.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty damn good.
Really good.
We saw we went to a lot of different food places. Saw a lot of different panels, went to a lot of different meetups and signings, and went all around on the floor. And so what we're gonna talk about is our RTX. So starting with Jaron on the end and going towards myself. What is the coolest thing from RTX? Because you guys, it's your first RTX.
Yeah, this is our first convention
Period.
altogether.
Yeah.
All right.
This is my first attending a convention ever. I've worked at conventions.
I was going to say,
before,
have you been at one? Have you been a guest at one?
Yeah. I was working my dad's booth for some of them. So.
All right. So, coolest thing about RTX?
Really, I gotta say, just meeting up with the community and in particular the OCC. I mean, that was probably a highlight for me on this, is finally meeting people I've talked with online for a number of years, never having actually seen them face to face, but then meeting them just one night and knowing who everyone was after a quick introduction and exchange of names.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I think I'd have to agree. Being able to actually put a face to everyone was really great. OCC aside, being able to go to the Ruby panel and see what's in store for the next season of Ruby, that was pretty exciting.
Did you shit your pants?
I think I came pretty close.
Okay.
Because I know
But he came.
Yeah, that's what he did.
He came pretty close to.
Yeah, he went the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
My favorite was probably, we did a forum thread podcast, and I think it was just super fun having, one, it was hectic, but at the same time, it was super fun having everybody in the same room doing the podcast. It's so much more different doing it in the same room than doing it over Skype or Discord or whatever.
Yep.
So I really enjoyed doing that and just hanging out.
Yep. That won't be up for a couple weeks probably, but it's going to be a bitch to edit because the camera died halfway through. So I have to work with that. But for me, favorite thing, I would have to say the $1 Million Butt stream we did last night.
That was
a lot of fun.
Absolutely amazing. Shout out to Madman Mo for dropping by as our fifth. And the stream worked good outside of the internal webcam being a little off. I thought it was the best stream, one of the best streams I've ever done in like 18 months of streaming. And consistent 2.5 hours of just nonstop laughter, like all the time, like so much so that it like killed my sides. But that was a shitload of fun. It's a hell of a game, and I'm hoping when I get home with like Joey and some people around that we'll actually do similar streams like that going forward. So that was my favorite thing.
Dicks.
Yeah, I know. that scenario, which is good. I'll highlight that on Twitch before I get back. Someone needs to animate that because that was fucking hilarious. But yeah, so those are the favorite things. You're the only one that mentioned a panel. So what were our favorite panels?
Let's see. Panels, I have to say the Ruby panel for me, as far as just being interested in it. I'm a fan of Ruby to begin with, so I really like to see where it's progressing and what it is they're doing about it. Plus, by chance, one of the lead producers of Ruby managed to sit down next to us right as the panel was starting. So after they did a few of the, what am I thinking of? They showed some of the clips and what they're coming up with that aren't actually done yet, and he turned to us and asked our opinion on it, and
Nice.
was actually kind of interested in what we had to say.
Cool.
Shout out to Cohen Wooten, the producer that we talked to.
Yes.
Nice.
For me,
Oh, well, that was your favorite panel, right? The Ruby thing?
Yeah, I
Just
mean it
double-checking.
was definitely the biggest panel we went to that was there.
Okay, just want to double check.
It was pretty great.
yeah, for me, I don't know. There were two that really stuck out to me. I liked well, you can tell I don't have a voice right now. I really loved the improv panel, which wasn't really a panel. It was literally just improv. It was just an improv show, pretty much an hour. Shannon McCormick, Jen Brown, Lee Eddy, Kirk and Nick from Crunch Time, all those, bunch more people, but it was just awesome to do that. But I think the charity panel was also really awesome because it wasn't attended by a lot of people, and it was literally just like, first of all, Jack, Katie, and the guy from Extra Life kind of just talked about stuff for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and then it turned into them asking the community, like just the crowd, questions. How can we improve? What would you like to see? All that kind of stuff. And it was literally like Jack said, it was like he wanted it to be like a round table type discussion, and it really was. And it was awesome just to have that feedback. And like cool. They're always impacting us with stuff that they do, and that's why we're down at RTX, and then we're able to kind of give them ideas of how they could do something.
True enough.
So yeah.
So for me, it would be 2 panels, different panels though. I skipped out on the improv one because Tijan was in town, so went and got Ironworks Barbecue with the gang just because he was leaving like that night. So I would say the first panel we did was kind of funny. It was Friday at 1 p.m. That was freaking awesome. I mean, I knew exactly what I was going into because they did a very similar thing the last 2 years. I've gone to their panels, the one with Barbara and Gus. Different shows. This was far different, but still had just the general kind of funny craziness. And Ray was on there as their special guest this time out, and everything just flowed really, really well. It was just a riot for the full hour. And then I would probably have to say the Weirdlings panel, which was Saturday evening, like 6:30, 7:30. Went to that over Sports Bowl, and they were in a really small room, but it was a packed house, and they had some really interesting things for content creators to like be aware of, particularly like Facebook video and how like reaching your audience, like different ways to do it on Facebook. And Craig had some good insights on different streaming things and techniques to do and things like that. And it was a really, really good panel. And if it's up and if they manage to actually save the archives this year, that is one that's, if you're a content creator, definitely got to check that one out. That was a great panel. So that was my favorite panel anyway. So, like I said, we not talked about like things, panels, and we're in Austin, so we got to talk about the food. And we ate a lot of food down here. So, favorite foods, we'll go the reverse this time. For me, still the first thing we did when we got here, Gordo's. We went to the K1 Speed, which was, that might actually have been one of my favorite things too.
That was great.
That was freaking fantastic.
I won.
Yeah, he won. And
by 0.6 seconds.
yeah, well, that's 0.6
it
seconds
counts.
better than you.
So that was a shitload of fun. And if Jack does it again next year, I'm totally down. And I got to find some place near me that does that because holy crap, that was a lot of fun. Favorite food that night, I had tweeted out like, all right, well, what are we going to do? We're in town, I got nothing to do. And so Fusion tweeted, I go to this place. And I'm like, but we're back at a hotel. So he's like, oh, go a block and a half that way. Gordo's. And I got the Dirty Harry. It was like the mini donuts with fudge like icing and a coconut like cream, and the donuts were like coconut filled. It was heaven in a bowl. It was fantastic.
They had some great food there.
They were phenomenal.
Here's a question: is anybody not going to say Gordo's?
No.
We're all saying
We're all
it's
saying Gordo's.
We're all saying
Gordo's.
Gordo's.
Gordo's for sure.
I mean, it was so like the one that I had was called the Cinnabon, like sin as in S-I-N, and then
Cinnamon, you mean?
no sin. It's the Cinnabon, a bomb.
Oh,
Sin as in
it's
like
like S-I-N?
S-I-N.
Oh, okay.
And then B-O-M-B.
Nice. I gotcha.
And it was delicious. It was literally like a cinnamon donut with cream cheese and cinnamon frosting on top. And oh my god, I loved it. It was fantastic.
What did you have? Which of
can't
you got
remember.
the canary that was actually
You got
supposed to
the
be the
canary.
carny?
Yeah, it turns
Carney.
out I was calling
Canary.
it the canary. It turns out
Which
it was
makes
actually
way more
called
sense
Carney.
because it's got freaking bananas on it.
Yeah. Well, I think you got
no,
it was
that was the
cream.
apple pie one.
Oh, I think
No.
it was the monkey. Was that?
I don't know what you guys got.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was
can't remember the exact name.
I was in like my face was in my bowl. I don't know what anybody else got.
I can't remember the name of it. What
Yours
I got?
had vanilla wafers on it.
Yeah, I remember what I had on. I just don't remember what it was called.
Uh,
It had cream cheese, it had vanilla wafers, and
Bananas.
yes, it did have just bananas on it, and it was coated with brown sugar on top of it, and that was amazing.
Okay.
That was great.
Yeah, the carne was just a big old donut with. They said it was like apple pie filling, so it had apples with the sauce on there, roasted peanuts, and then covering of caramel drizzled over it, and that was pretty good.
Everything that I saw on our table looked delicious.
Yep.
I don't even like bananas.
So second place food
I wanted
choices.
to eat it.
What do we got?
Second place food, Champions was
Yep.
good. Yeah,
It was good.
Champions.
So that South Split chicken sandwich was phenomenal. You had
They
the
both had
It
the
was-
pulled
you-
pork thing.
yeah, the
You
Texas
didn't
Cuban.
get it
Yeah,
with
the
pulled pork and
Texas Cubans.
loaded fries.
loaded fries.
Yeah, I'd have to go with the Champions as well. The
Yep.
pulled pork was pretty good.
Yep. Well, pulled pork is awesome.
Yeah.
I'd have to go with where we ate today.
Gus's? Gus's world famous fried chicken.
Oh my goodness, I loved it.
That was some
I
good
had to
chicken.
go
The
second
mac and cheese
place.
was delicious as well. Oh, so good.
I put my mac and cheese in my bread.
Second
that was
place.
pretty good.
We had.
That's a good idea.
We're not done yet, so I might put second place as Jaron's cooking. I don't know.
That's very true.
I would say I'd probably say also fried chicken, but I'd actually go with Lucy's because
You
I
go
like
with
that chicken
Lucy's?
better.
See, I liked.
Plus,
I liked,
mashed potatoes with gravy. It's awesome.
That's true.
And that wasn't on the menu.
See, I didn't like their potatoes. There wasn't any salt in that potato.
True enough.
But
What about that barbecue you went to? How
Oh,
was
duh!
that?
Shit, Jesus Christ, duh! Easy second place, Ironworks Barbecue.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
brisket was goddamn good, and they had awesome cream corn. Like, it was great cream corn, and they had green beans, which is like, I don't know. I didn't want to try the beans because I didn't know what's in them, but because you can really screw up brown beans. But the brisket was fantastic. Plus, went out with the TFT gang, so that made it awesome too, and that'd be my second place. So, we've done panels, we've done things, we've done meetups, and of course, food. So, last thing to talk about, swag. So, you have the best piece of swag. You have more than one piece of swag.
you
I had
more than
multiple
one.
pieces of swag.
Stuff that you didn't have to pay for.
I should have
Yeah.
done some lottery tickets because I lucked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, first off, this guy, he won Best in Show for the cosplay contest
Yes,
Did
for his male Pyrrha, and it was pretty damn awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'll send
yeah.
you some pics if I can find them. You can.
Oh yeah, we will
Put it
definitely.
on down.
I will have them overlaid on top of this video, and it was really, really well done. And so you won an Astro gaming headset and an Astro bag,
Yes.
and then what was that? The second thing you won?
Okay, there was a charity raffle for. I was going to say Extra Life. I'm not sure if it's Extra Life now. They had a charity raffle going on in the expo hall. First prize was a replica of Pyrrha's sword and shield, Milo and Ako. Probably buggering the name up. Second prize was Blake's gamble shroud, and I got second place in the drawing.
Cool. So he had some cool stuff.
Oh yeah.
We had to all spend money on our shit. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
what is your big takeaway for like what y'all get and what are you most glad you got so far?
I really wanted to get some more shirts and stuff, and I did. I got two. Yeah, I got this one right here. I mean, the Ruby shirt is the only one I got, and I couldn't resist buying it.
That's from the original trailer, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's from the red trailer.
Yeah.
Like the shot from the red trailer.
Yeah, and I'm loving it. I'm wearing it right now. It's great.
Yeah.
I also got the Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter distress shirts, as well as I don't know what would you call it? The Griff's quote.
Oh, the
The,
God, what was
walking
it?
the line every day.
Yeah.
There's a fine
every
line
day.
between.
Like not caring
Not-
and
yeah.
something else. We'll find the picture of that shirt and put it up.
Yeah.
So what about yourself, Chris?
I don't know. I got some good swag from the store. I got the first box.
Yes, you did. You can check out his unboxing. I don't know if it'll be up yet by the time I get
Yeah,
this
I
up,
know.
but it's on his channel, which is linked below.
But I think that my favorite thing would be the thing that I woke up in a panic yesterday morning about seeing if I could actually fit it in my suitcase or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was the,
I remember that. You were like, oh, shit.
I was like, it was like 8:30. I'm like, I'll just stay asleep a little bit longer. And I'm like, will that fit in my suitcase? And I just went like, is it gonna fit? And I literally pulled everything out of my suitcase and I put it in. I'm like, oh, thank God. But it's a Ruby scroll. It's like fabric. It's what is that the
It's a
original
I want to say it's from season 2.
box art for season 2?
I think it's a season 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it is. And yeah, it's their cool ass wall scroll.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's like nice fabric. It's not.
It's the only one they had there.
Yeah, it's like it's not gonna bend or it's not gonna get
yeah.
a crease in it. It's just gonna be beautiful and nice.
Oh yeah. Now I'm just jealous. You got a freaking Civil War poster.
Oh, that's
I wanted
true.
that poster.
Why did
They
you
sold-
buy it?
They sold out.
Did they? Oh wow.
I got the last one.
You got one of the last ones.
Oh, I'm so good.
But yeah, I bought a lot of shirts. One of which I'll have to give away because I didn't know it was sleeveless, and it's too late to return. But hey, that'll be an awesome
I'm
Twitch
gonna
giveaway.
make it work somehow. Just put it.
Make a flag out of it.
Just put it over a hoodie. It'll work.
Over a hoodie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Put a hoodie over it.
No, put it over
Yeah,
a hoodie.
I know what he said.
No,
I'm
literally,
not doing
like
that.
there are people who put shirts over hoodies, and it
Yeah, I
works.
think they're freaking jackasses.
Oh well.
So no.
All right. So
So what I'm
sorry to all you mules out there.
yeah, it's terrible. You have to be compared to people that put shirts over hoodies. Yeah, I got a lot of shirts. Got some kind of funny merch. Actually, I only have 2 kind of funny shirts. 3 kind of funny shirts. I have the Colin Moriarty, Greg Miller presidential ticket shirt, Team Fat and Game Over Greggy from before they were in the RT store. So I bought the kind of funny logo shirt, which is an awesome shirt. Cause I love their logo. It's just so simple and it just fits perfectly. $1 Million But. God, I fucking love that game. And that's what's right there on the table on the end opposite me.
Pick myself one of those.
Got the Rooster Teeth version of the hats. I love their hats. Once you break in the elastic, the medium's like perfect, and it's super, super comfortable. So that's what I would have to say. So all in all, especially from you 3, because it's the first time, overall impressions.
Well, from what I've heard from a lot of other people that attended multiple times, this has been the best one so far. So taking that away, I had a fantastic time experiencing this.
They did say it was a lot bigger.
Oh yeah,
Like the
it
biggest
was
one they've
10,000 plus from last year, I think.
had. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a lot of people.
they jumped up pretty big.
And at the same time, it didn't feel too crowded.
Nope.
It didn't.
This
was
year, I think
really well
This year,
organized.
it felt like they spaced things out better, especially with SGC being off on its own and consistently having a crowd there. So, like, I think it helped flow a little bit better
they were
compared to
doing-
last year.
They're doing panels in 3 different locations. They had
Oh,
it
yeah.
over at the Hilton, the
Yep.
Marriott, and
Way
at
better
the
to
Con-
do them at 3 different locations
Oh, yeah.
than have
Yeah,
2
and
of
the
them
convention
happening at
center
one
itself.
location. Yeah.
Yep. And they did that the last year, and, like, it's first year, so there were some clogging issues just because people were like, what even is this right now? And this year was much, much better on that front from the attendee side. And I had a friggin' blast. And of course, this year I did more community stuff even than I have done in years past. So for me, that side, that's really what I'm, going for. So that was just an absolute blast. And I cannot wait to come back to RTX 2017, July 7th through the 9th. So, yeah, that's pretty much all we got. Like the video? Of course, do that. Share it for everyone. Just tweet it out. Be like, hey, watch this shit. And then, of course, follow all these lovely people on Twitter. We got, say your Twitter handles.
Twitter is Jaron, Joron 093.
And I'm at Jaron097.
Which is Jaron.
Jaron.
Yes.
Don't get those confused.
And then
Or
I
do,
am-
whichever.
They'll be up on the screen.
And in the description, I'm guessing.
Yes. Oh, yeah, they'll be linked.
And I am Gamma Cruchador.
Of course.
I will just let him spell that out.
Yep. And of course, I'm MrWartburg. And if you have any other topic suggestions for future MrWartburg shows, hit me up there. Subscribe as well so you can stay up to date with all the latest shenanigans that go on in this channel. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/MrWartburg. And I'll see you next week.
Take care.
Adios.